We've got two food scientists who are here to select all the ingredients for the chefs. And with these ingredients, the chefs will have to make their most creative dish, but also make it nutritionally balanced. Welcome to the Science Cooks Cookery Challenge. All right, so you're both European food scientists, right?
Exactly.
Yes,
Yeah.
my name is Iva.
Yeah.
I am food scientist and nutritionist in Croatia. I work at the Croatian Agency for Agriculture and Food in the Center for Food Safety. So that's why I'm here.
Yeah, great.
So I'm Ermolaos, I'm Greek, but actually I live in Italy because I work for the European Food Safety Authority. I'm a food chemist and I work mainly on the safety assessment of novel foods.
Okay, but I'm sure with all the knowledge that you guys have and all the criteria that you might be able to look for today, we're not judging the food on all these different parameters. We only have a few: taste, looks, and of course, nutritional balance. Now, we have our little street grocery store here, our little pantry. I'm gonna hand you a basket. With these, you can pick out ingredients. Now, in the meantime, I'm going to present our chefs from over there. And our first chef is Pipsa Hurmerinta from Finland. Pipsa combines health and taste in all her dishes. The colorful Nordic-inspired dishes are pure craftsmanship. Apart from being a chef, she's a mother, writer of cookbooks, and she was a judge in the cooking show Top Chef Finland. But now she picks up the knives, ready for this cooking contest. Pipsa, welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining the show.
Well, thank you for having me.
What type of chef are you?
Well, I would say I'm a very intuitive chef, but I'm very into simple things.
So, Pipsa, are you ready for your challenge?
I think so.
Well, the battle is on because we found you a very worthy opponent. He's from Portugal and his name is Fabio Bernardino. Fabio's kitchen is all about sustainability and health. This young chef promotes a flexitarian lifestyle. He combines his work for NGOs with being influential on social media and television. He would feel trapped working in a restaurant, so I'm sure he feels comfortable in our spacious depot. Chef Fabio, welcome.
Nice to meet you, Mark.
Yes.
And nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you
It's,
too.
The scientists are picking out the ingredients. I'm very curious to hear, what type of chef are you?
I like the fresh ingredients, creative recipes, and sustainable food.
I'm very curious how that's going to pan out in this challenge today. I would say, why don't you guys get used to your kitchens? And in the meantime, I'll go to the pantry to check out what the scientists are doing at the moment. I'll see you guys
Ready,
soon.
Fabio?
All right, the scientists. So what novel foods can we see here and do you want to discuss?
So here we see a box with chia seeds.
Yeah?
And actually this has been assessed as a novel food. It comes from South America. It has been traditionally consumed there. And I see also next to Eva we have quinoa.
Quinoa, yes.
Same. It came also as a novel food to Europe, but now I use it a lot, and I guess you also use it a lot in your culinary habits, right?
I do, and I really like it.
Actually, I will take both of them.
Yeah?
Let's
Okay.
see what Pipsa will do with
Let's
those.
put them in the basket
Yeah.
and see what she's gonna do. That's great. Eva, are there certain things that you still want to pick out?
Yes, actually, I would like to take extra virgin olive oil since that is something we use very often in our kitchen. So one important thing to keep in mind when you are cooking with olive oil is to keep it in a dark bottle. You need to keep it closed and also away from the heat.
What does light do that makes it difficult?
Well, in olive oil you have a lot of chlorophyll and it's
Okay.
very photosensitive. So if you put chlorophyll under the light, it's going to turn into some different ingredients that you don't want in your olive oil, and it's going to also destroy antioxidants that are inside of it.
Okay.
So the next thing I want to pick for Fabio are eggs. They can be a source of a few pathogen bacteria like Salmonella. So you need to make sure, especially if you're pregnant, if you're cooking for children or elderly, that you cook them thoroughly.
Well, before we move on with you, Ermolaos, is there anything here that you still want to talk about?
I think I should go for something from the fridge, something Italian for Pipsa. And I see here we have some nice burrata.
Burrata, I love burrata.
I think I'm done. You?
Yeah, I still have one more thing I would like to
Okay.
choose. He's from Portugal, so I would like for him to cook something Portuguese.
Fish.
Shrimps, because I see that we have shrimps here.
Yeah.
And I would like to just add one comment to this. If they are frozen, you need to keep an eye that you defrost them the best way possible. And the best way to defrost is in the fridge. So a few hours before you cook your meal, you take the shrimps out of the freezer and you put them in the fridge to defrost. They're going to defrost slowly, which is going to decrease again the risk of getting some foodborne diseases.
All right, guys, you have your ingredients ready for the chefs. Can I help you guys with anything?
I'm okay.
Yeah?
Yeah, you can help me with the shrimps.
Okay, let's go.
Well, well, well.
Fabio, what do you think?
Now we have olive oil, vinegar, dry mushrooms, okay? Asparagus, the fresh one, perfect. The eggs, oh, the rustic bread. It's difficult, but it's possible.
Good. Yeah, I like that attitude. That's good. What do you think, Pipsa?
Quite an assortment. Burrata with chia seeds and quinoa.
Yeah?
I'm not entirely sure, but I can, there's nice herbs, there's oil.
All right, guys, time for action. You only have 1 hour, so better start going. Ready, set, go. All right, we see a lot of pan action from Fabio. Can certain compounds come from the packaging?
Packaging material can induce the introduction of compounds in our food.
Okay.
So in Europe, we make sure that the material used to package our food is safe. So we keep in this way our food safe too.
And do you see that he's also using onion peels? He's really thinking about reducing the food waste, which is really good.
So you have to still wash it even if you put it in boiling water?
Yeah, that's always the best idea, that's the best option.
Okay. So Pipsa, what are you doing?
I think I'm gonna make a really herby summer salad.
Okay. Fabio, do you have a dish?
I remember, why not you put that eggs inside the mix with the bread? Like a sorda, a traditional dish from Portugal.
Okay. Pipsa, what are you up to?
Well, I'm making the cracker from the quinoa,
Yeah?
so let's see how that works out. I've never done it before.
Fabio, what is your specialty when you cook?
I'm a specialist in bread, the Portuguese bread. It's golden and not brown. It's a perfect point. It's crispy.
So it's not burnt. What's the risk of burnt bread, guys?
If you burn bread, there is more acrylamide. So that's one compound, and that acrylamide can cause cancer.
Okay, so Fabio, you did a good job.
Yeah. And I have a trick. Look, I have that garlic, and with that garlic, you put inside the bread like this. You need to feel this. Very hot.
It's perfect.
Fantastic.
Count Dracula's least favorite food. That's
You
for sure.
guys, I have a question about the burrata because I want to serve it room temperature, not cold out of the fridge. How long can I keep it in room temperature and it's still being safe?
Well, this kind of cheese is better not to... It tastes better if you don't consume it right after the fridge.
Right.
So maybe 20 minutes before preparing your dish, I think it will be fine.
Okay, good. I will remember that. Thank you.
All right, just not to stress you out
Okay.
too much, but you've got 5 minutes left.
What?
5 minutes.
Okay, that's it.
Good luck. All right, Fabio, how's it going over here? I don't want to stress you out too much, but you got 5 minutes left. Can you do it?
It's possible.
Yes.
It's possible.
Good.
Come on, Fabio. I'm gonna come and help you. All right, tell me, what can I do?
The tomatoes on the plate.
On the side?
Yeah, the side.
You made 2 different dishes.
Yeah, but it's the same with the 2 versions. The same
my
ingredients.
Goodness, incredible. I'm gonna go back on my side now. I'm not gonna help you. You made 2 dishes.
All right, guys, this is it. Prepare your dishes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop the clock. And we're done. Bring your plates over.
Beautiful.
Very nice.
It's time for us to eat and judge.
All right.
Great.
All right, bon appetit.
Bon
Merci.
appetit.
All right, first impressions.
Well, to me they both look very nice. Nice colors, nice combinations.
Right. And we talked nutritional balance. What do you think of the ingredients?
Seems like a balanced meal.
You both look like you want to dig in. Shall we just start tasting?
Okay,
Ladies first, please.
thank you.
Guys, you don't mind if I dig in too?
Please.
Okay.
It's very nice, yes. First of all, you feel this peach. It's very summery.
No. All right, very summery dish. Are we ready for the next one?
Yes,
Please.
of course.
Okay, let's go.
Let's see. Now you please, first.
Thank you, thank you. Let's see.
Wow, look at this egg. I'm gonna take some shrimp.
I got a big chunk of garlic.
Yeah.
Very nice combination of ingredients, also in this case.
Now, do you think, based on what you've seen, you know your final verdict?
Well, difficult to choose, but I have already something in my mind.
Yeah?
We have to choose, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I do.
All right, it's time for the final moment. Contestants, you can come closer, please. Pipsa, Fabio, thank you so much. But now I ask you, what do you think?
So I think they both handled everything in a very nice way.
Yeah.
And also the way they handled the material was very proper.
Yeah.
Yes, I noticed no food safety issues.
Compliments all over, but there can only be one winner, and I believe you both decided on the same person. So let's announce it in 3, 2, 1.
Pipsa! Congratulations.
Congratulations, Pipsa.
Thank you, my dear.
Well done.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you, Fabio.
Fabio,
Pleasure.
thank you.
Thank you.
Fantastic dish. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Good cooking is a science that combines creativity and safety. Now, if you want to see the recipes that were just made here, visit the EU Choose Safe Food website. We posted the link below. There you can also find out how to handle your food safely and read and see all these different material on how European scientists study potential risk and make sure that whatever you consume is safe. And if you want to share anything about that, use the hashtag #ScienceCooks. Thank you so much for watching. Enjoy your food. Bye bye.